Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm recording this, I'm actually getting the video ready to watch. So I went out and mucked around with the sling that I created. This isn't the one I made. This is, you'll see this is the one I was actually wearing as a headband. And the reason I wanted to show you this is because I really abused this one before filming. I took a few practice shots, and you can see here, this is the this is the end of the sling. The knot has pretty much completely come apart. Again, it's easily fixed just by retying it, but so that's one reason you would want to carry more than one sling. Another one is you can see it's very slack. Like if I hold it out, it just droops. Everything about it is just slack. The cup here is unraveling, so it's supposed to be like sort of tight, and the whole thing's just sort of unraveling. Again, this is really abused the ever living crap out of it to destroy it. And the thumb thing here is starting to unfold and unravel. Again, it's all things that can be fixed, but that is a reason why you would carry more than one sling into combat, purely just because they can break. Is this the one I used? No, which was the one I used? Okay. Yep. So this is the one I used in the actual event, and you can see. Perfectly fine, no damage whatsoever. It's still in perfectly good order, and it performed perfectly well. This is made using the exact specs from slinging.org, and the thing that's really interesting about it is you can actually use it as a headband. But and you'll see this in the video. But the way you use it as a headband, especially for someone like me with long hair, is you get your hair in sort of like a ponytail. You set the you set the sling on your head like this, and then you wrap it around. But rather than going just around and tucking, you actually wrap it around your hair and then tuck it like this, sort of like that, and that way long hair can be held back. And I think this is probably the way that a lot of barbarians maybe went into combat. So even if you aren't a slinger, you could maybe borrow a sling, or maybe you'd just have a sling and you'd use it as a headband. If you didn't have a hat or a helmet or something like that. I'm talking about, like, for some reason you don't have any headwear at all, and you have long hair, you don't want it in your eyes, so maybe you get a sling and you tie it back with that. That's one solution. Of course, slingers would carry these all over themselves, just around the neck, and you all you have to do is pop this the knotted end through the non-knotted end. There you go. It's obviously someone could choke you with it, but if you're that close and you're a slinger, you're in trouble anyway. So there's plenty of ways to carry these. You could also just sort of pop it through your arm like that, carry bag. So what I did was I went out and haven't done anything with this yet. I made a longer sling. This one is actually twice as long as the others. It's actually almost a full width of my arms. Oh, sorry, the span of my arms. It's about 24. It has 24-inch arms, so that would make it a 56-inch sling all total. But your effective rate is probably about 26, 27. Once it's doubled over. So yeah, this would be interesting. It's much longer, but I think this is a better sling for my my height. I'm about 6 foot tall. So I think this is a better sling for my height. As you can see, it's very tight, extremely tight, so much so that I can actually sort of adjust the cup. This is really tight, and you can sort of Whereas even this one, which was like that, after some minor use, and it sort of lost a little bit of that tension. So definitely, brand new slings are always cool. And remember, of course, I can just take apart this old ratty one. I'll have the exact bits of material I need. So I'll have half. If you say you fought an ancient battle and you wrecked one of your slings, you ruined it. Well, you just simply put it in your pocket, wrap it around your neck, and then after the battle, you just find a tree somewhere and you sit down and you just take it apart and put it back together again. It's you haven't actually broken any of the I've never heard of one of these snapping. You haven't actually broken the jute. All you've done is just sort of loosened it up a little bit. And so yeah, slings are very, very easy to repair, and they're a very, very reusable weapon. Much more so than a bow or a javelin. You can recover javelins, but or not Roman javelins, because the Romans used softened points. But if you break your javelin, that's it. But if you break your sling, you can just you put it back together again. I just want to make a quick announcement. The mandarins you see me slinging in the video are all rotten. They're all inedible. We have a huge tree, and so many mandarins come on it, and you can't even give away all the ones on there. So eventually, about half a dozen or so will go bad every sort of couple of days. And these are great to sling. I tried to get some video of them. Even on camera, they didn't look great. The only footage I managed to actually get that turned out anywhere near seeable is a single hit in the top boughs of a tree. But I don't think you can even see that. It's more of a sound. But yeah, I'll put it in there. Tomorrow, I bought a watermelon today. It was much more expensive than I thought it would be. As at $16 for a watermelon. Wow. So instead of smashing it, I hollowed it out, and I'm going to eat the watermelon, and I'll get the shell and set it up somewhere, put a little helmet on it, and then sling rocks at it and see what the effect rocks have on a helmeted watermelon, and then I'll sling rocks at it without a helmet on, and we'll see how that goes. I also bought a whole bunch of balloons, fill them up with water, and yeah, just for a bit of fun, go for a bit of slinging. Imagine if you have kids. I don't have any kids or anything like that, but I have a very young niece. But if you have kids or dogs, we've got a little English bulldog. He wouldn't chase anything. But if you have dogs, these are great for slinging tennis balls and such. Maybe not a tennis ball, but a baseball or a cricket ball sort of thing. So yeah, that's just a bit about slings. The video is 69%, 68% done. I'll do a voiceover of the video and put it in the end of the comments. Thanks for watching the channel. Make sure you subscribe, and I'm also on Twitch now, LSR2590 on Twitch. I'll be streaming throughout this whole weekend because of the Beasts of War Warhammer 40,000 weekend. So you can find me there on Twitch. I'll be at 6 PM GMT plus 10. That's Brisbane time, 6 PM to 9 PM, and 8 AM GMT. And I'll just go for whenever. That's just on Saturday. I might do that every Friday or Saturday night. Maybe I'll see how we go. It is quite early in the night, so 6 to 9 you can still do stuff afterwards. So maybe I'll do that every Friday. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the video of me slinging. I may include bloopers at the end, but maybe they'll come later. So thanks very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Okay, here we are. Well, this is an OBS. Okay, here we are. Okay, welcome. So this is the video. As you can see, I've got the headband on in the style that I told you about before, with the hair tied back. Yeah, again, this is something that I have no proof was done, but I could see quite easily being done. So as you can see, I've got a large mandarin here. Oh, sorry. This is the finger that the string can go on. So I prefer the ring finger. You can put it on any of the fingers. Normally the middle two are the most preferred. Then you grip the tassel then. Ring the ring finger up, loop on the finger, hand on the tassel end, and here you can see I've got a large mandarin. It's obviously rotten, and that is no good because the cup is too small, so I have to go for a smaller one, again rotten, and here you can see it fits. There we go. Oh, thanks for holding that up. Okay, now I'm going to take a few steps back, and you can see my wonderful shirt, and here we're going to show you an example of what can happen if you're not careful. See, back, forward, back, forward, and the stone falls out of the sling. So you do have to have some momentum behind it before you do that. That was intentional. I swear there's not blooper footage of me swearing after that happened. And there we go. That's an overarm sling. Much the same way you'd throw a cricket ball. A bowler cricket ball, sorry. Overarm sling. Start at the front, over, and you release at the top. What is going on there? Why is it doing that? Okay. Oh, back again. And this time I'm going to show you the side arm swing. This is the more dangerous one to do because you can't control the the where it goes sideways. If you let it go early or late, you can actually send it flying away, of course. And there you go, slow it down for you. That is the sideways motion. Okay, and that's another reason why you want to have multiple slings, is they can come out of your hands, as that one did there. Again, fully intentional. There's not totally footage of me going off the brain after that happens. Here I'm showing you the things that I use as rocks. These are just dried out clay. You got a whole big shed at the back and it's all this crap on the floor. As you can see, that's not going to do any damage to a mower. That's not going to wreck anything. It's not going to get stuck in anyone's foot. It's just clay. So totally safe to sling. This next one you're going to have to pay special attention to, so I'm going to turn on audio. Keep your ears peeled for this one. Oop, did you catch it? See there? Okay, that's not the best. That's actually the best shot I managed to get all day. But what you can hear is, you hear the sling and it hits somewhere up here in the tree and bounces all the way down. These things, you can get really accurate. I'm not very accurate with it. Like I said, you can get very accurate in the sort of y-axis here. Because I'm doing overarm, I'm very accurate in this direction. However, if you do sidearm, you're sort of, you can hit, say, this sort of fence here. Say I was aiming for this fence. That's something you do sidearm, because you just want to hit anywhere along that fence. It doesn't matter. But since I'm trying to hit the tree, I want to go overarm. If you were in an actual battle, and so this fence was actually a front rank of an enemy, you would definitely want to go sidearm. Whereas if you're aiming for, say, somebody on top of a horse or an elephant or something, like you're going for the mahood of an elephant, you might you use the overarm technique. Different people teach different things. I prefer overarm just because, once again, it is safer. Not that these things are going to do damage, but you really don't want to. If you screw up the sidearm, you can actually send the thing behind you with quite a bit of force. Where if you screw up the overarm, it just falls out and embarrasses you. As we saw, totally intentional, by the way. There is absolutely not blooper footage of me swearing after that. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.